Hey guys, so here's a book that I'm going to dig into. I love to read, I love to write. I have a very creative side to me, so I like to communicate. Even though I'm not the best communicator myself, but I am learning to communicate better myself. Um, I just finished up a book, by the way, I want to talk about. And I like books because they help me to see things better. It's almost like a mirror. Well, the Bible's definitely a mirror, but I was reading this other book, and in this book, this woman had gotten pregnant out of wedlock, and um, sh- this was really weird. This book, how God has used this book in my life at my time. At this like very particular time in my life. So in this other book, not this book, my other book. Let me see. Basically, where what I'm saying is, this woman got pregnant. And it's historical fiction, so it was years ago, and she had not wanted to tell the father because she didn't want anything to do with him because she was mad and all this stuff, different things. And uh, this other man in her life is like, you owe it to him, you owe it to tell, you owe that to him to tell him. So anyway, she didn't tell him, but he found out in this story. And I finished the book last night, and when she told him, he definitely wanted to be a father, and he felt like it was his duty to be a father, and he wanted to marry her anyways. So I was just thinking back to how everything happened in my life, and how definitely my first boyfriend should have stepped up. He should have fought for me. There should have been a duty, and that did not happen. So use fiction. Use fiction to help you get through stuff. Um, Use the Bible to help put truth there where you haven't had truth before in your life. And then another thing I was thinking about is, my work yesterday. I was hired for this job I talked about in another video, and then the whole thing changed. When I went in, this lady's demeanor was totally different toward me, and I was feeling it. And I said, "How's your day going?" And she's like, "Good, and yours?" I said, "Great." And I just felt such a huge gap from the time I interviewed to the time that she got me, and just a all business kind of attitude with another lady, all business. And I mean, there wasn't even the basic, you know, um, I don't know. There was some stuff missing. So I had texted her that I wouldn't be taking the job because everything had changed. But, anyways, as I was sitting there, I was letting myself feel those relationships again with two other women, and the feelings I had when I was growing up with my mother before the abortion. I absolutely loved my mother. Most little girls do, right? You are born with that. You are born to love your parents when you're young. So, I there was growth, is what I'm trying to say. I actually felt, with a lot of the trauma removed, with this whole abortion thing, I felt a closeness to her, that I wouldn't have originally felt in a normal situation of going for a job interview. It was not a closeness, like a personal closeness or anything. It was just a different type of interaction. And the girl did remind me of my aunt a little bit, a different girl, but still, there was just a different kind of interaction for me that I had not experienced in a while. So, the more you get that trauma taken care of, the better it is. And I do predict, with abortion on such a high rise in this country, I do predict there will be a market, and there will be a huge need for women to get help with the after effects of abortion.